What's up, my STD-ridden gamers? It's time for me to make an update despite nobody really caring. After all, I felt like this is a pretty good checkpoint for this channel. I wanted to make a couple of update videos before this, but a lot of them were just my depressed, random ramblings that would have been incredibly embarrassing and nobody really would have cared. So this will not be that, fortunately. I just finished, well, not just finished, but less than a week ago, I just finished making my 100th video. Not necessarily my 100th review, it accounts for shorts and live streams and all that good shit, which wasn't actually intentional. It was supposed to be the final video of the year, but I didn't manage to finish it because the Optimus Primal review wasn't finished by Christmas, which would have been the final Monday of the year. So after that, I just kind of took the process of those two videos at as long of a pace as I needed. I'm kind of glad I did that because, well, I did feel a little lazy with how long those fucking videos took to make. Those videos would have been nowhere near as good if I rushed them out, especially the Optimus Primal video. And also the fact that it was holiday times and I was with my family and doing other stuff, so stressing myself out by pumping out these videos would have just been really bad. I do think it was a really cool happy accident that it was also video number 100, not only so it feels special still, but the intro also references my 1-year anniversary video, the Supreme Cheetor one, which is funny, because that was a really serious video, and the intro of that sets the mood. But this instantly pulls a funny joke to say, nah, this isn't a serious one again. I do think that the Cheetor video is a cool and different one that tries to be something a little bigger than what I usually post. Unfortunately, I'm not sure if I pulled it off so well, and it's a little hacky and kind of just awkward in some places, which is unfortunate. But, you know, that's all besides the point. Now that all my 2023 ideas for videos have been finished, well, okay, let me correct that. I was also supposed to have a video of me ranking all of the popular Smash character quests, but I really didn't feel like editing that, so instead I just made a live stream talking about 700 fucking potential Smash characters, which doesn't go as in-depth, but all of the things that I wanted to say in that video, like the Scrimbo McBimblo rant and defending a couple of characters, were all said in the stream anyways, and that stream is way funnier than that video, so, you know, that's all fine. I also want to segment the section of my newest video where I describe how to transform Kingdom Rhinox into its own video, because not only was the one video that was actually somewhat successful on this channel my tutorial on how to properly transform Ironhide and Dead End, this one also feels like a natural sequel, because it's another Transformer people have a problem with transforming properly, and I'm like one of 5 people on the planet who knows how to actually transform it properly. So I feel like that would be helpful posting a super in-depth tutorial without having to watch a 50-minute review to see it. Which is ironic because the only reason that video is so fucking long is because of how in-depth I went on the transformation. But that should also be an incredibly easy video to make. It should take like 5 seconds to do. Anyways, now that all that's done, I have to reflect on what I want to do with this channel. I've been trying to change the direction of my videos and make them evolve over time. At first it was just me turning on the camera and talking about the figures, and while those videos aren't awful, they're nowhere near as entertaining. I did make some edits occasionally to a lot of my earlier videos, but they were usually cutting out just giant blatant errors. There was still a lot of audio stuff that I very easily could have cut out and would have if I made those videos today, that I didn't. I left in a lot of ums and uhs, and it just made the videos not very entertaining to watch and a little boring. So then, when I made my second Godzilla Super 7 video on Wave 1, that's when I decided to switch it up and heavily edit them and also talk in a more fast-paced and entertaining manner. Not only did I try to make those videos a lot more entertaining, but I also tried to make them shorter by editing them, which, I mean, if I didn't edit it at all, the Optimus Primal review would have been an hour long, which is insane, but I guess that worked. But that really brings me the major issue with my videos even today. These videos are way too fucking long. Originally they were longer because I didn't just talk about one figure but multiple ones, and now it's just because I get a little too in-depth on them. Personally, I don't mind because while a lot of other people try to make reviews by actually informing you on their opinion, my videos are still trying to do that, but also they're trying to be entertaining pieces of media on their own. That's the main priority. It's like George Carlin. Sure, the philosophy stuff's cool, but he's a comedian first and foremost, and that's what you're there for. Right?
What are we, fucking stupid?
The main issue with these videos is that I just don't script them. I go completely unscripted, and it's super difficult to say exactly what you want raw. While the recording process is super fun, because I literally just pop whatever I talk about in front of me and talk about it in the most entertaining way possible, just having fun. And I do think I do a better job of it than most people. I still think there's even other Transformers reviewers who do a better job of doing the unscripted stuff better than me, and even people like the Archfiend who can talk for like minutes upon minutes without breaking a sweat, which is incredibly impressive. The amount of shit I have to edit out is just, it's bad. And it leads me to forgetting some of my points that I really wanted to say sometimes, which is ironic due to the videos being twice as long as they should be, because I don't properly structure when I have the time to place it in to the dialogue naturally. I will say, however, I did intentionally rewire my brain to stop saying every 2 seconds because that got very noticeable and really annoying. But the problem is that because of that, and I think saying kind of refreshes your brain, it kind of just turned my brain into mush. I feel like I actually got less intelligent the more videos I made, and I just started saying stupid shit that makes zero sense or just sounds grammatically incorrect. If you pay attention, you may notice that some of my sentences sound fucking dumb, like how a 3rd grader would say something. Not even a 3rd grader, like a 5-year-old who barely can grasp the English language. Overall, I think this was an okay idea. It felt like a mix between the scripted tight reviews and just not caring, plopping something in front of the camera and just speaking with no thought put into it. And it's a definite step up from my older videos, but for the future, I'm going to see if I can go all out and scripted. I wanted to make scripted reviews much earlier on and have them work in conjunction with my unscripted ones, but the problem arose when it came to the first videos I tried to do scripted reviews for, my legacy rankings. Back around a year ago, I was working on videos ranking every figure in Legacy because I didn't feel like individually reviewing all of them, so instead I decided to make a big video for each wave where I just talked about each figure a little bit and gave my overall thoughts fairly quickly, usually 2 or 3 minutes. The reason I didn't go through with this is that even though I did say multiple times that I was almost done with the video, which was true, the scripting was pretty easy, the audio recording was very easy, and editing the audio was not really that much of a big deal. The problem was getting the correct footage for it. Now, I don't know why, but that of all things was way too nightmarish for me to do. And I think the problem was that I tried to do 11 figures at once for just one video. It just became way too daunting. Not to mention, the more I waited on finishing these videos, the harder it would get, because more and more waves of Legacy came out that resulted in it in becoming too much work and an endless vicious cycle. And as a result, they never came out. And I'm probably never going to make them because at this point, I don't give a shit about Legacy and especially Legacy Evolution. I've complained way too much about that. I still have the scripts for the first 3 waves, and I think even the first wave of Legacy Evolution, although the last 3 aren't finished. I might post them somewhere if someone really cares, but I doubt it. I don't think anyone actually cares. However, I'm going to be taking things at a much slower pace and making scripts for each individual figure now. I said I was going to make individual reviews for all of Legacy United Wave 1, and that's still true, except this time, instead of just doing how I did it with the first 3 figures I got, I'm going to be making scripts for all of them. And I think I have a better process this time. Now, if it turns out that they are too daunting, I probably will just go back to the unscripted review ways and save the big scripted reviews for larger videos. But I do really like Legacy United so far. And I want to do this line justice by making big, proper reviews for each individual figure. Okay, well, big's not the correct word because the issue, but you know what I'm saying. The Optimus and Bumblebee reviews are a little long. Snarls was almost the perfect length that I wanted, which is a little worrying because it was 16 minutes, which is already a couple minutes longer than most people think is appropriate for a review. And I didn't have that much to say about it other than it's competent and good. I think several times I even said I don't know what else to say other than it's Snarl. That really is the main reason I wanted to make these reviews scripted, because I feel like if I script them, I'll have a much better control of the length of the video, and as such, they probably won't be 20 or 30 minutes long, and instead, like 15 minutes or shorter. But I'm interested in what y'all have to say. If you like the longer reviews better, or if you want something a little bit more short and concise, please let me know. I'm kind of split because I don't really know what constitutes as a proper review. Some people saying that doing all of this heavy editing makes the videos way too obnoxious and manufactured to watch. And others say that if your reviews aren't short, direct, and concise, you're wasting people's time and actually hurting the audience, which might be a little extreme, but I do get both points of view. For now, I'm just going to be trying the opposite end of the spectrum and seeing how that works. So yeah, for now, all of my reviews will be completely scripted. The only unscripted review I have planned is my K'NEX Mario retrospective, as I feel like that fits the unscripted review style better since it'll just be me talking about my nostalgia and history with the line, and just my perspective overall, which, I mean, I could do scripted, but I feel like the way I make videos now, or did make, suits my vision for that video a little better. But the problem is, I don't have all the figures I want to review yet. I still am missing 3 figures, and, well, there's a couple of things that I'll be talking about next that makes it a little hard for me to get that review done in the near future. So all of the reviews for the next couple of months will only be stuff that I can review and record at this moment. Now, why is that? Well, I am having a couple of complicated and very unique issues with things that I don't feel like getting into just yet. They're a bit personal, but just know that that means that I won't be able to make reviews where I'm recording stuff for a couple of months. At this moment, I still have about a month to get all of the stuff that I'm able to record done, and for the next 2 or 3 months after that, I would be unable to record reviews with my camera or phone. So the plan is, I'll get all of the recordings done for Legacy Wave 1 figures, and then maybe I'll do a couple of videos where I'm talking about other things that don't revolve around my phone or my camera, because this is technically a review channel, not just exclusive to Transformers and toys, so I'll probably make reviews on other things. The 3 ideas I have for now is I'm working on a giant video reviewing the 10th season of Death Battle, or specifically ranking all of the episodes, and that is a script that I've been working on for a long time. I have a cool script for Star Wars droids and how weird of an experience it was for me as a kid. And the final thing is, if I can get down the process on how to do these scripted Transformers reviews and understand them, then that means I'll be able to make the reviews on what I wanted to do last year on all of the Star Wars movies, which I will be doing in May because, you know, Star Wars Day. Those videos will be 3 or 5 minutes of me talking about each and every single Star Wars movie. And I don't just mean the 9 films, and yes, I said 9 films, you fucking dork, as well as the spin-offs like Rogue One and Solo. I will also be talking about everything from the old 2009 terrible Clone Wars film, to even stuff like the Droids DVD movies and the 2 Ewok films. Maybe also the DVD for the cartoon of Ewoks? I'm not sure yet. Which I haven't even seen the cartoon or those 2 movies yet, so I'm very intrigued to see how that will go. But considering how people have said it's the worst piece of Star Wars media that exists that rivals even the holiday special, which I already feel about for 90% of droids, I'm actually fearful for my life. So I feel like those would be very interesting videos to do, and for some movies like Return of the Jedi and Revenge of the Sith, will be cathartic. So overall, there will be plenty of big changes coming forth for this channel. This isn't anything particularly new, as I've always been evolving my content, but probably not to the extent of what's coming for the future. Really, the only thing that will be consistent is the transforming process, because I really like that. I'm also sorry that I haven't been posting as consistently as I used to. Although I don't think anyone really cares all that much. The real reason for that is that I just had a massive creator block after Christmas. I just don't know what to do anymore, and that doesn't just include YouTube. Even drawing and creating other shit that's supposed to rejuvenate me, so it's been kind of difficult when it comes to that. I've mostly just been playing Pokemon for the past couple of months, which was a little embarrassing. I even played Shining Pearl to give that game a second chance to see if it was better. It isn't. But let it be known that I am such a lazy cunt that I'd rather play one of my least favorite Pokemon games before making actual content again. Well, whatever. That's going to be about it. I'm going to be writing tons of scripts for pretty much all of my videos. Even this update itself was a script. So expect big things from this channel.